the first half was pretty ugly, I think. I don't imagine Connie felt a lot different than I did. In a way, I felt good that we were only down 4, but in a way, I felt bad that we were down 4 because neither team was very good at all, obviously, on offense. We kind of hung in there through most of the second half, but it just seemed like we turned the ball over at key times. We just, had if we get a basket, we turn it over the next time, and just never could quite get the gap closed. And Hooper was obviously good, really good down the stretch, and as were Emily and Lindsay. I just looked at the stat book. Their starters, I think, scored all but 7 points, which is not typical of the way they've played. I know without Talhouder, that probably makes a little difference, but but their starters were good enough to carry, and their pressure bothered us. We just kept shooting ourselves in the foot, I thought, at key times. So, and then I thought the biggest difference was we said at halftime they had 7 offensive rebounds, and I said they got to have 5 or fewer in the second half, and they got 10. So 17 is what they averaged, and 17 is what they got. And if you tell me that we're going to go on the road and give up 17 boards, we're not going to win, and that's what happened. I felt like we didn't commit to they did commit to rebounding, and we didn't, and that was we didn't play well enough offensively to mask the fact that we were worse on the glass the second half, and that was, I thought, a big part of it.
Questions?
What is it about their pressure?
Well, Connie does a great job using her bench and playing fresh people. And, I think obviously Lindsay, and Caitlin have played enough that, not that their younger players aren't tough-minded, but there's a difference in terms of tough-mindedness usually with juniors and seniors, and those two kind of, I thought, set a good tone for them and made plays. I thought Burke was big tonight. I thought she played well at both ends. But they play fresh people, and they're physical, and we have small guards. Other than we played several small guards, and we didn't get Sarah enough post touches. But I said part of it is we have to get a lot better at throwing the ball inside. But that's difficult to do when you're 5'6", and you're not. And our 5'6" kids aren't that quick or that strong. But Sarah's shooting 65% from the field, and we only got her two shot attempts the first half, and that's a credit to not just what they did in the full court, but what they didn't have to. They took us, they made us start our offense higher, which we were fine with because we talked about that we were going to need to do that. But they kept the ball. I think with their pressure, they kept the ball out of the post too, and that was a big part of it. And, smothered our shooters. The shots that Allie got, she made, but she just didn't get enough of them. And, but primarily, I think Connie just does a really good job of rotating fresh players in.
It was 41-39, and they got the 2 back-to-back steals and baskets. That's the turning point in some ways.
Yeah, I would say I thought so. And then Allie had hit the 3. And we're coming down in transition, and she's open again from the 3 line. Jasmine traveled, and then we had a side out of bounds turnover. To me, those turnovers were kind of unforced. A travel in transition where she wasn't really being pressured, and we had our best shooter open, and then the side out of bounds turnover, I thought those were big. But yeah, we're a young team, and even though they're a young team, we're the road team, and to lose. Or to have the separation, to have the game get out to 6 or 8, 9 points. That to me makes it tough, especially as many problems as we were having scoring the ball tonight.
Are you encouraged by the way Carly played?
Absolutely, yeah. I thought she played really well. We needed her to, because across the board, we didn't play as well. But she played really well. I thought, and we did some things to kind of try to free her up. And, against a pressure team like that, she's going to have to make more plays than against teams that are more conservative with their defensive approach. But yeah, she practiced better. We kind of had a little meeting after our Notre Dame game and got some things out. And, you know, and in fairness to her, she was out for over 3 weeks, and you know, so I think she wasn't quite back. And you know, you're trying to plug her into a young team. But yeah, I'm definitely really encouraged with the way she played.
2 more questions.
How much did Notre Dame take out of you coming into this?
Nothing. I think they, you know, I tried to sell our team on the fact that they prepared us because of their pressure and because of, you know, they're different, obviously, in some ways in Nebraska. They're a little, no disrespect to Nebraska, but Notre Dame's offensively, you know, really good. But I felt like it was a good transition to go from Notre Dame's pressure to Nebraska's pressure. And just, you know, the tale of 2 halves that we had where we didn't compete at all in the first half and then we competed really well in the second half against Notre Dame. I felt like it was good because it let us know we needed a lot to work on, but it also it left us with some confidence. So, and we got off to a decent start tonight. I felt like up until those 2 buckets off the steals, I mean, the game really was in doubt, and still even was, but no, I don't think. I think Notre Dame probably helped us. I mean,
Take one more question. All right. Thanks,
thank
Coach.
you.